like 2 days. And for that to be getting not only a version on consoles, but a retail physical version on consoles just seems so out of place. Especially with that shitty fucking box art they have. Ugh. It's not getting me. I wanted a FIFA 18 presentation. I do not care for sports games, and FIFA is like on the highest level of shit I don't care about. Wait, hold on, what's this? Is this Splatoon? This music sounds like Splatoon stuff.
Welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Sam from the Treehouse, and for this segment, I'm joined by my colleagues Reggie and Teresa. So, Reggie, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. The spotlight was, as I said, direct, to the point. The reaction by the fans has been fantastic. I mean, certainly Super Mario Odyssey and what we showed from that. The little snippet of Metroid Prime 4 had the fans just tremendously excited. And, you know, it continues.
I wish they'd shown at least like something.
What it is that we're trying to do. For us, it's all about showcasing content, typically content that's near in. So obviously we showed a little bit of ARMS, a little bit of Splatoon 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 coming later on this year. And then we also showed a couple little snippets of things that are coming a little bit further along. But so far the reaction has been fantastic, and it just continues, right? And that's why we're here on Treehouse Live, a little bit more in-depth view of the games, and so far so good.
Right on. I know we're kind of in the calm before the storm right now. The floor still isn't open, so we can actually still see the carpet. It hasn't been packed with people yet. You've had a chance to do some exploring around the booth. What do you think of New Dog City come to life here at E3?
You know, the booth is fantastic. The team that we have that works.
The fact that they have Reggie here makes me think that they're gonna have like one random announcement.
Both from an NOA perspective as well as with the headquarter team at NCL. Every year they are outdoing themselves. Last year it was the takeover with Breath of the Wild. This year it's all about New Donk City and creating an environment for consumers to really go deep into the game. About half of the booth is all about Super Mario Odyssey. The other half, we're showcasing all of our other content, including third-party.
I'm getting very triggered by the amount of Melee HD memes in this chat.
So it's a great booth, and as you say, this is the calm before the storm.
The reaction has been shit since Melee wasn't released.
People out there just waiting to come in, and typically when the doors open, it's like the running of the bulls, and they all come crashing into our booth. So it's going to be fantastic.
Nice. I remember last year we were down on the ground floor, and you could actually feel the rumble in the ground when people started coming in. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be exciting. But again, you know, for us, the spotlight was a focus on Nintendo Switch games. What people don't understand is that as we construct our overall presence at E3, we're very thoughtful around what's.
Players just want their OP Fox and Falco back.
So,
I mean, it's more to it than that. I mean, personally, I'm a big fan of PM, and I like PM more than Melee. It's just they like their game, and they want their game back. Like, I don't know. Like, every time I see Capcom making a huge fighting game announcement, when it doesn't even have any connotation for existing, I always pray for another Darkstalkers game. It's not that I just want fucking super. It's not that I just want like OP characters. It's just that I really liked fucking Darkstalkers, and I want it back. You know. You see all the memes in the Nintendo chats. Yeah. Lord, EA outdated, Sony. Wait, what was it? EA outdated, Sony deflated. I can't read it. It's too fast.
66 million globally of Nintendo 3DS. Again, more than any other platform in this generation. People don't know that. I've got my handy dandy new 2DS XL, and obviously in
3DS game announcement.
Hardware. You know, for us, it's all about continuing to drive that momentum.
It's nice that the family keeps growing. Now we've got this adorable little member to add to it as well.
It is
Exactly.
really pretty.
It is really pretty, and it really showcases great. I'm playing Miitopia, right? One of the fun things about my job is I get to play the games early. I'm playing Miitopia. I've got Mii's of Mr. Ayanuma, Mr. Miyamoto, Mr. Koizumi is in there. and of course I had to have Bill as the Dark Lord, right? So I'm really enjoying it on my my new 2DS XL, and it's fantastic.
It's pretty sweet when you can play games and you're like, it's work.
Yeah,
I'm doing this because I have to do this.
Well, you know, so a funny story is I'm playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and putting in a lot of hours in that. I've got my family saying, so, you know, you're doing this just for E3, right? You're doing this because you
I
have
told
to be
people
able to
EA
show
leaked
off,
news
tell
of new
people you
players.
finished the
I
game,
wish
blah,
they
blah, blah.
looked.
Yeah.
It's
But
false
no,
news, by the way.
I'm doing it because I enjoy it, and
Okay,
I want
then.
to do it, and so it's fantastic.
I
But
don't know, using the work excuse might be a good way to get out of chores.
Oh,
You're like, sorry, honey, I have to do this. I
Yeah.
have to keep playing this
no,
game.
it,
You
does,
get the kids
it doesn't
involved.
work that way.
Oh.
Doesn't work that way. It means I have to play early in the morning or late at night. So, but
And actually thinking of other things that we've got going on in the booth here and just over the course of E3, we probably should touch a little bit on the tournament activity we've going on, because right below us there's
Absolutely.
a pretty boss stage that has been constructed.
Well, absolutely. And again, the tournament activity is a key part
Smash.
of what we're doing here at E3. 3 different tournaments, starting off with Splatoon 2 later on today. Then we've got Pokken Tournament DX. We've got ARMS. Hopefully everyone saw how I humiliated Jeff Keighley playing ARMS on his show. But that game is going to really show well, I think, from the tournament scene standpoint. And
You say ARMS, but no Smash.
really
I'm
driving
triggered.
that part of our engagement with our fans is really important to us. So we're very excited to see how the three tournaments play here at E3.
Yeah, I think it's been really fun watching people play ARMS, and especially watching high-level competitive players get into the real meat on the bones of that game. And there's such a level of nuance to the strategy.
High-level
and the technical
competitive
ability
ARMS.
That I've watched a few folks.
I'm just triggered by this.
Or pro players from another series, so they really are used to getting into the nitty-gritty and into the weeds of the mechanics. And you'll just see their eyes light up as they start playing ARMS. It's, oh, I'm getting this.
Well,
this
exactly.
has got some interesting depth and flexibility to it. And I mean, even within the office, watching who's been picking which character as their mains and how we're gradually sort of growing as players as we're duking it out against one another. But it's been a real fun ride.
It's going to be exciting. I'm really excited to see how the players we have showcase that game, how they showcase Pokken Tournament as well. I saw a little bit of the pre-gaming going on, and that's going to be fantastic. So it's going to be very exciting for us.
So what else are you thinking as far as some must-see titles that we got going on here? Because we've got a lot to cover.
Well, we've got a lot. I mean, you know, again, everything that we have on the floor here is showcasing. And
You can tell Nintendo need money by launching a Mario theme
I'm
park
pleased to see the
building
party
session this
support.
week.
We've got rabbits on our show.
I don't think they need money at all,
Obviously has that
but
game, in
they
there,
want to
and
make money.
That is really fun. I've been able to get my hands on that game. That is really
Nintendo
fun.
can sustain themselves for like,
So
I think it was
it's,
20
it's
years
gonna
if
be
they
very
lost a
exciting.
bunch of money.
We've got Fire Emblem Warriors here.
I mean, if they didn't
on
make
our
any
booth.
money
That game is
at
showcasing
all.
well. Really, everything we have shows so well, and I'm really thrilled to see what we're doing with third party as well.
And if we can jump to this, I think on
I just want to smash
the
announcement for
titles,
new
we've got
characters, but I
some
want to see who Nintendo thinks will be in
I
Smash.
have a nice little surprise, right? And
Ooh.
I said when I was with Keighley that literally within the first hour of Treehouse Live we would be breaking news, and that is what Treehouse Live will be doing
hold
all
up.
through the next 3 days. So we have some news. We have a world premiere of a new game. This is a Nintendo 3DS game.
Fuck.
We'll be launching later on this year. We're gonna play for
3DS.
you the video for this new game, and then Teresa's going to demo it, and we've got the developers who are going to come talk about it as well. World premiere game announcement on Nintendo 3DS, just for you.
Triggered. What is this? Oh no! Federation Force 2. Okay, it's not Federation Force. I really don't like that Samus model. Samus on 3DS, thank God. I'm happy. I don't have a 3DS. Samus returns. I guess this is like their way of getting people warmed up to Metroid for when Prime 4 hits. Oh.
Well, surprise.
Yes, I am so excited to actually talk about this game.
Yes, so welcome back, everyone, to Nintendo
Hold up.
Live at E3. I'm Audrey. I'm here with Teresa and Tim, and we have two very special guests with us. We have Sakamoto-san, the legendary creator of the Metroid series, as well as Jose from Mercury Steam.
Sakamoto-san.
So, thanks so much for joining us today.
No one's gonna get that reference. Everyone's gonna think I'm a weeb, but whatever.
As we just saw, we're going to take a look at Metroid: Samus Returns.
That's
so
right.
you've waited long enough. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah, let's jump right in
Yes.
to the start. So for the people at home that aren't
Alright, since this is a game that I'm probably not gonna play, I'm gonna take a quick second to hop out and make myself some food. Let me know what I missed, chat. And don't troll me and say that fucking...
She's been sent by the Galactic Federation to planet SR3
What was it?
investigate and annihilate the Metroids.
She's the best at what she does.
Shit,
yeah,
I'm
she's
putting on
super
shoes,
cool.
I don't know why. But,
and this is actually a reimagination of the original Game Boy Classic that was released
Yeah.
in 1991.
let me know
Metroid 2.
what happens. And
This
don't
game
troll
is
me saying that
super
fucking
cool.
Goku was in Smash and shit.
Oh yeah.
Could we have dubstep Smash music, please?
This game
Why?
is still about discovery and exploration. You know, there's intense boss battles, and there's so many pathways to discover, and you can take your time through it.
And this is classic 2D Metroid to a T. It's got the isolation, the exploration, and of course Samus just generally being amazing.
Yeah, and the great thing about this being on the 3DS is that there's so much detail in the background, and it's really heightened with the 3D feature on. And you can't see it at home right now, but it does feel really, really good.
Yeah, it sounds cheesy, but it adds a lot of depth to the experience.
Yeah. Oh, and something I want to actually show here on the show floor. So, in the past, Samus was able to aim at 45-degree angles, but now she has this whole range of motion, which really allows for precision here.
It's really nice because especially as you get further into the game, there are enemies all over the place, so having the freedom to shoot anywhere you like is incredible.
Yeah. So the free aim. So the free aim here is also really cool here, where when I'm actually moving it, and I actually have an enemy on sight and target, the audio cue will change, and also that it will highlight in red. So again, it allows for a little bit more precision here.
Yeah, it's still up to you to aim precisely, but that nice visual indicator is just very helpful.
Yeah. And Samus here has her very basic abilities, and so as I keep exploring and seeing new environments, I'll hopefully gather new abilities to upgrade my suit. So this is another new ability that Samus has in this game, and it's a melee counter. And if I time it appropriately and immediately shoot, I do a critical hit on the enemy. But in the circumstance that I don't immediately shoot, I have some time to actually just shoot from afar and give myself a little bit more leeway to not get hit.
The melee counter is a new ability, as you mentioned, and it's really great because this game gets challenging.
Oh yeah.
It's very, very difficult, and since we have Sakamoto-san here, while we're speaking about challenges, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about some of the challenges you encountered while developing this game.
このタイトルを、開発中に、出くわした、チャレンジや課題は何だったのでしょうか。
はい、メトロイドに限ったことじゃないんですけれども、ある程度確立されたゲームデザインのゲームに今までやったことのない新しい要素を加えるというのはとても難しいことなんですね。
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if you qualify it as a big challenge, but something that we face whenever we're working on something like this with an established style of gameplay. It's adding, what sort of new elements can we add to something that again is established and has had, had some success in the past.
特に今までのシリーズファンの方々が満足していただ